Hey guys, Anthony Ace Michaels is back. Hopefully you cashed in. You hit that 3-team parlay. 3-0 again in week 5, 3-0 in week 4. These are the weeks I was saying we're really going to start heating up. 6-0 overall, 8-1 in the last 3 weeks. We are right where we want to get them. Let's get back into the games here. This week, it's a little early, so make sure you check these injuries. But I'm going to go with my top 3 plays. Be a little busy later on in the week, so I wanted to get these out as soon as I can because I see some line movements happening, and these are games that you're going to want to lock in soon. First game of my top 3 best bets, Commanders at Falcons. Falcons minus 2.5. I think the Commanders are a better team than they showed last week against the Bears. Not supposed to look back, right? But sometimes you can't help it. I do think the Commanders have a good core team here. They're playing the Falcons in Atlanta, 2-3 versus 3-2. I think Atlanta is playing a little bit over what they should be, and the Commanders are playing a little bit under. That being said, I like the Commanders in this matchup here, getting the 2.5 points. Maybe wait on this one because normally the home teams are the ones that the odds start floating up. So see how it goes, but I would try to lock it in if you could get 3 and the Commanders. My second game, best bet of the day on Sunday, Seattle at Cincinnati. Bengals minus 3 at home. I love the Bengals here. I love what Joe Burrow's doing. He turns it around this point of the season. We seen it last week as one of my top plays. I'm sticking with the Bengals here. Only 3 points at home going against a Seattle team that isn't great. Yeah, they're 3-1 record, but I think the Bengals have this matchup dominated here. I like the Bengals as my top play. Last one on the card. They're all going to be the 1 o'clock Eastern games. The Colts at the Jaguars. Jaguars minus 4.5. Yes, I think Trevor Lawrence has got it going. They look good. They're meshing good. I think the Colts are kind of all over the place. I like the Jaguars here, minus the 4.5. I would try to lock it in soon. I do see this maybe floating to 5 or 6. But yeah, up and down these lineups, I like the Jaguars almost in every category here. So I'm taking the Jaguars minus the 4.5. So those are my top 3 plays. Let's try to go 3-0 again, guys. Come on. But, you have to expect something to give. So we'll take a 2-1 week. But that's kind of what I'm looking at here. And we'll go over the rest of the games. Thursday, Broncos at the Chiefs. The Chiefs minus 10.5. I like the Chiefs here. I know it's a lot of points. I know they're injured. A lot of injuries building up for this team. But that being said, I don't like where the Broncos are at all here. It is a division game, so it could go either way. But if I was going to bet this one, which I won't, I would lean towards the Chiefs. Vikings at Bears. Vikings minus 2.5 on the road. We're not sure what kind of Bears team this is right now. We did see some, flashes of what Fields should be the last 2 games. If he could consistently stay that's a big word, consistently. I don't think he can. I do like the Vikings here, minus the 2.5, but I will be rooting for you, Chicago. Ravens at the Titans. That's the early international series. Ravens minus 4. Going to be another tough game. I do see it's going to be a field goal game here. As these 2 teams play, it's like a 16-13 game, something crazy like that. So that's kind of where I'm going with that score. So that being said, I will take the Titans plus the 4, maybe losing by 3. Panthers at the Dolphins. Dolphins minus 13.5. Jeez Louise. 4-1 Dolphins, 0-5 Panthers. Panthers got to do something here. I know they're up and down in injuries. It's not going well for them. But come on, 0-5. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll take the points. Maybe it's a huge upset. Who knows? 49ers at the Browns. 49ers minus 5. I can't go against the 49ers. I know they're 5-0. I know they're not going to go 16-0. But I'm going to stick with them each and every week until they lose. Prove me wrong. But they are the best team by far in the NFL. So 49ers minus 5. I know Cleveland, it did come off a bye week here. But that doesn't matter here. I like 49ers. Saints at the Texans. Saints minus 1.5. The Texans are, impressing me a little bit here. They have a fight. They have a young quarterback. The Saints have an old quarterback, right? But I think it's just going to be too much defense for the Texans to overcome here. The Saints do play some pretty good D. They have a decent offense. I like the Saints minus the 1.5. No, I like them the money line. Minus 120. Patriots at the Raiders. Raiders minus 3. This is a very scary game for my Raider Nation. Patriots are coming off 2 of their worst losses ever by Bill Belichick. They didn't score any points. That being said, they're going to score. It's going to be a close game, guys. It's going to be another nail biter like it was. Coaching is going to make some bad mistakes again. Patriots could pull off this win. Raiders minus 3. Let's stick with the silver and black for now and see what happens. Lions at the Buccaneers. Lions minus 3. Best team in the division by far, the Detroit Lions. Buccaneers are, in the worst division, I do believe. But they are at home. They're in front of the home crowd. It's a late afternoon game. It's going to be close, but I like Detroit minus the 3. Cardinals at the Rams. Rams minus 7. Rams are starting to come along. Cooper Kupp's back. They have an elite wide receiver core right now. Cardinals match up pretty well against them defensively, though. 7 points is a lot. I'll go with the Cardinals and I'll take the 7, but I do expect the Rams to win. Eagles at the Jets. Eagles minus 7 on the road. Undefeated Eagles. Not the best team in the league, though. I question some of their play calling, in close games. I don't know. I like the Jets defense a lot. 7 points at home. Eagles due for a loss. Might not be here, but I'm taking the Jets plus the 7. Giants at the Bills. Bills minus 14 against one of the worst teams in the league. They didn't show up last week, out in London. They're going to show up this week. We know that. What's it going to be for the Giants? It's hard to tell. 14 points is just too many for me to take in an NFL game when they're both all-pro players. They're all best of the best. I know the Giants haven't been looking good, but I would take the Giants in the 14, but I ain't going to bet it. And believe it or not, that's a Sunday night game. So we're going to go into Monday night. I like it as the game of the week. I'm leaning towards one team, but I couldn't just pull the trigger as a best bet. But if I go 3-0 or 2-1, I might splash a little bit on this one. We'll see how it goes. Cowboys at the Chargers. Cowboys minus 2. Chargers coming off the bye. Man, I like the Chargers here. Cowboys are going in the wrong direction, but like I said last week, I did have the 49ers as one of my top plays, and I hate to go against the Cowboys again for a top play, so I just couldn't do it because they're a team that has an on and off switch. They could blow you out. They could get blown out. Coming off a blowout where they got blown out, this could change the other way, but I don't think it's going to. I like the Chargers here. Coming off the bye, another week rested. It's one of the teams I liked in the playoffs last year, and I like them to go a little bit further this year. I like them a lot. I like Jacksonville a lot, and I like Cincinnati a lot. Those are the 3 teams that I like, and of course Kansas City will be there because they're there whether they're injured or not. And of course the Buffalo Bills will probably be there, and anything after that, who knows? I know the Dolphins are playing good, but we'll see if they could hold up. But yeah, that being said, I'll take the Chargers in the 2. And then we'll go real quick into the MLB here. It looked like it paid off, and the Diamondbacks are up 2-0 for us. I know that was a game that I really, really, really liked, but the Orioles are losing 0-2, so that was another team that I thought would advance to the next round. But so far it's looking good with the Astros. They're tied at 1. I love the Phillies. They're up, well, it's tied now, 1-1. They were up in the game yesterday. They blew it late, so that's not looking good now with the Atlanta team with momentum. But we are looking for these Diamondbacks to go far into the playoffs. So let's try to get that victory here Tuesday. Actually, Wednesday, they are playing the late game, and it looks like they're obviously the next two games are in Arizona. And we got my fellow guy, Lance Lynn from the Chicago White Sox, pitching for the Dodgers. I don't expect them to win here, so could the Dodgers get swept? It is very likely here, but there'll be a short lease on Lance, so we shall see. Make sure you guys check out bestsportspickstoday.com, guys. Make sure you go to the Best Sports Picks Today Facebook page. Videos will be posted there. They'll be top also on the website, top sports books. Make sure you check those out. Get your free money. Might as well. I'll see you next week.